Okay, next is Jacquelyn and Olivia.
Yes.
This was the one I was afraid was going to be the quick clip. I said,
Okay.
don't you do it. Don't you dare.
Don't
And
do
they
it.
didn't.
They did not.
All right. So Jacquelyn did a JoJo song, which I was very excited about. Too Little Too Late, which is, I love this song.
Yes.
You say you dream of my face, but you don't like me. You just like the chase. So be real, it doesn't matter anyway. You know it's just too little too late.
And then Olivia. Okay, I'll get to her. Last Dance Down the Summer. The nerve, the gall, Olivia. Like, that's all I'm going to say, but I'll get there.
Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to get me there, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So
I said, okay, Jacquelyn, like, low-key, could probably sing like 90% of like people under the table, like other singers under the table. Like low-key, her voice is, to me, I can only describe it as a wild stallion. Like it, I think Jacquelyn is almost there. I feel like she needs some training, and she needs not so much training, more coaching to figure out what direction she wants to take her voice, because it's a scary instrument, like scary good. It is a scary, scary instrument.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, when she was singing. But to me, this song was not the best choice, and we don't know if she chose it. Maybe she wanted to do an up tempo. I hear her singing more power ballads because of the type of just crazy voices she has.
Yeah.
I said, Stephanie, I was going to ask you, something seemed a little off in the beginning, like in the verses. It seemed off.
Yes.
Going back to what John gave a note in the Be Real that I was a note that I took for myself.
Oh.
And it was such an incredible note. John basically, and he was actually talking to Olivia, he said, don't try to get through the verses. Like, you spend as much time, and I'm paraphrasing a bit, you spend as much time as on the slow or the verses, because, you know, everyone knows that you're going to get to the part of the song that you can wail on.
Yes.
I just felt like she was trying to get through those verses so she could get to that bridge and get to that chorus where her voice really shines. I need her to put a little bit more emphasis and texture and color on the voices, because she has texture and color for days on that voice. And the voice is scary. I said the bridge was really good. I said, that's her voice right there, what you hear in the bridge. The holler in her voice is effortless. Like, she has that upper extension that's just crazy. I said, she has naturally a big voice. I said the whistle stuff at the end was a little disjointed. I felt like she was just throwing it in to show you that she could do it. When I hear whistle,
there
needs to be, it needs to be emphatic, and there needs to be the correct context of it.
Right.
And I felt like she just threw it in to say, look what I can do with that whistle. I didn't feel like it had a purpose. Can she sing? She was singing JoJo. JoJo, low key, is probably next to like Tori Kelly. She's like you want to talk about like one of the greatest voices that nobody's talking about every day and people need to be talking about every day.
Absolutely.
As my man sang, who did the duet with JoJo, he said, there's a video of him singing with JoJo.
PJ Morton.
He's like, PJ Morton, who's like if PJ Morton checks you off, like, you've arrived. PJ Morton said, yes, y'all, JoJo can sing, like, because she can. She's up there with Tori and all them, like, vocally. Brandy, like, she can, Jasmine. JoJo can sing like that.
Yes.
So the fact that Jacquelyn was attacking a JoJo song, brava. I just feel like Jacquelyn, you just need a little bit. You need somebody to give you direction into. I think your voice is better than Disney. So I understand what they were saying, like the Disney comment. But both my wife and I looked at each other and we were like, no, she's better than Disney. Like she's a headliner, like to me. Which I guess she could be a Disney princess, but no, I think the voice is better than that. I love her voice. I just think it needs a little bit more refining.
I think that's the perfect way to put it. I did this song as my watch with me, or this knockout as my watch with me. I was going to do the one previous, but it was Jalen and Haley, and I was like, well, I'm not going to do that because we've all seen that. So I was actually really glad that it was this knockout because both performances were really good. I hear JoJo and I'm like, uh-oh, because I as much as we've said it here, I know that there have been other JoJo songs on this competition, and I know that we've talked about JoJo prior. JoJo is not only a incredible artist just in her own right, her songs are very difficult. And this was a perfect example of how difficult her songs are. The verses are very quick and they're low. So you have to have good breath support, not only to support the lower region and the lower space in which you are singing, but also because the lyrics are quick. And I don't know if this was purposeful, or I don't know if she was just having a hard time keeping up with the beat. She was not saying the words in time.
Correct. That's what it was.
And I didn't understand whether it was melodic choices or changes on her part to kind of make it her own. What I would caution is that, and I think you would agree, with a song so well known by so many like this song, you need to stick to the melody and you need to sing it the way, very closely to the way that the melody was written, especially and most particularly as we're just getting into the song. So, like I said, I couldn't tell whether it was just a lot of words and she was trying to do it differently or whether she was just having a hard time staying on the beat. Now, after you get past the verse and you get into the chorus, I was like, there we go. Like just straight up holleration was happening. And she did do some runs. I liked them. Like the back end of the song, I really liked, other than what you were saying. By the time you got to the very back end of the song, it just felt like she was throwing everything that she could do vocally at the song, which I don't feel like is necessary. I feel like it's more necessary to be very thoughtful and precise with the choices that you're making. And, that those things get worked out in rehearsal. James, you've said this a ton of times that you practice everything about what you're going to do in a performance, even if it sounds like it was an ad lib. You practice that so that everything that you do sounds intentional. And with the next artist in this knockout that we're going to talk about, you could tell that everything that she did was 1000% intentional, even though there were a lot of melodic choices and differences, textural choices that she made within the song that were different, even within one line. But I guarantee you everything was intentional, where I just did not feel that same feeling with Jacquelyn. Does she have an incredible voice? Yes. Just as you said, I just feel like if she got under some really good coaching to kind of harness what it is that she has, and not even harness to constrict or control, but to just allow her to better understand her instrument so that she can best use it, she is going to be unstoppable.
It's one of those voices where I would me personally, I'd love to get my hands on, because I can just think of 10 songs that she would murder.
Yeah.
I can just I'm talking about big songs.
And that's what I was going to say. I wanted to touch on that point. Like when you said like the song choice, and how she might have done better on like a really big, huge song, like a Celine or even another Whitney. She might have done better with a power ballady kind of thing like that, better than this particular.
I heard Vision of Love. She could have sung Vision of Love.
Treated me. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, like her voice is like that.
It is like that.
Especially like the back half. I had a vision of love. And it was all.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Crazy. Yes.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, Olivia, y'all, it's no secret that she has been one of my favorites from like the jump. Like
Jump Street.
She just I put pro. I said, stop it, Olivia. You're giving a finale performance in the knockouts.
Seriously.
I said, no, she did not sit down at the keys. I said, oh, and you can play too. Stop. I said, just stop. This isn't fair, Olivia.
Mm-mm.
I said, look what she did with John's note. John gave that note, said, Olivia, I want you to give it to me in the beginning.
Yes.
Because we already know the back half of that song is disco, disco, disco.
Yes.
Front half, let them see that you're the singer. Right?
Yes.
Let them see it. And then when the camera, you can tell someone who not only knows the stage, but knows the camera. Did she have a bad shot?
No.
Like, even when they go back and show those slow motions of them singing, like, everything is, like, it's perfection. I said, Cameron loves her. I said, just an amazing performance. She is the complete package.
Total,
like, between her and Nell, like, it's just packaged.
Yes.
Like, here, give them a contract.
That's right.
Just, like, give them some money to really, because she looks like $1 million. She sounds like $1 million. You can't take your eyes off of her. The camera loves her.
Mm-hmm.
She does everything right. I said, Olivia did not come to play. It's just that good. I said, she is my top 5, maybe top 3 of this season. Mm-hmm. And this season is stacked. But it's just when you're everything, when you are the performance, when you're sitting at the keys, and then you stand up and get from behind the keyboard and then give us what she gave us, like, what do you say? What do you say? You can't say anything other than brava.
That's Stephanie. Right. She started in, and I said, this chick, she came with a hammer too. Like what I said about Bryson last week. She came with the same hammer.
It just was ethereal. It came, those opening notes came out of nowhere. I was like, where is that coming from?
Where is that? Is that the BGVs? Is that y'all? Like, what's happening? Okay, she took the note that John gave her and said, oh, she was like, bet. You know, somebody like, bet.
You only got to tell me but once.
You ain't got to tell me but once. I have never heard anybody deliver a song line by line and communicate it better every line than Olivia. Every line. Everything.
It's like she rehearsed. So what you said earlier, Stephanie, about, everything needs to be rehearsed.
Yes.
It's like she rehearsed each line over 1,000 times.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just like,
and thought about intention. What is this line saying? Am I saying this line a second time? How am I going to deliver a different flavor if it is the second time? What is the feel that I want to give? What is like, it was literally every line. There was an artist a couple seasons back. It was because he toured with this particular artist. You remember Lennon Vanderdoes?
Lennon, of course.
There was an artist on that season that he toured with shortly after that season who gave and delivered lines in the similar manner where everything had a meaning. But this was even like twice as much as that. And I think it felt even more impactful because this song has two sections, that A section and that B section. It was a clinic. It was a masterclass. You can tell it is very evident. You don't have to be any kind of vocal professional. You know that she's been on stages before. She has big stages with big people worldwide. It's evident. She's one of these ones where she don't need this show, but I want her to have this show because that's how good she is. And it's criminal that I don't know her name yet. You know what I'm saying? It's criminal that she's not Olivia yet. And I want this show to catapult her into Olivia because that is how incredible, and that almost feels like an understatement, incredible. That is how incredible of an artist she is.
There's little nuances, and she is, again, such a nuanced singer. Mm-hmm. Did you all notice when she got to the B section of the song? A regular singer would really dance it up and really like, I need you. Like I'm not gonna start dancing. But this is Olivia. Like on the shoulders. Yeah. Looking to the side.
I know that's right.
So breath was never gone.
Never.
Breath was never gone. So it looked like she was really dancing.
Yeah.
But no, it was that's a pro, you all.
That's a pro.
Like she just was like, I need you beside me. Shoulders going wild, but she's
right.
But always in control.
Right, always in control.
She could have been jumping around that stage. Got me.
Right.
No.
No.
No. That's a lady right there. That's
and
a lady.
You know what? As I'm thinking about it, the last person that did this song was Asher. And Asher had the benefit of having dancers around him when he did this song. So the fact that she did what she did to carry the B section of the song, doing the performing, because you got to do something. You can't just stand there, particularly when it's just you. The fact that she did have movement, but it was never so out of control that she lost her breath. That she lost her breath. Ciao.
She Donna Summer did, because that's what Donna Summer used to do, right?
That's right.
Donna Summer, bad girl, like toot. BB, like everybody was going crazy, sweating and stuff on the dance floor. This is Donna. Bad girl. I'm talking about like, and that's why she was the queen of disco, right?
That's right.
Woo, Olivia. Woo,
girl.
We could talk all day.
All day.
All right. So Olivia, I actually went through.
Yes.
I really hope Jacquelyn does get with a good coach, because that's a voice I do definitely want to hear in the future. Because it's that amazing.
Yes.